Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy DNA, and in this video I'm gonna show you guys how to make your first sale in 2023 as a producer. Alright guys, so just to give you a background story about myself, I've been making beats since 2017 August, and it wasn't until only a year later, around December 2018, where I figured out that you can actually make money off selling your beats online. I was mind blown. I remember coming across a video from edtalenti where he spoke about how he made his first $1,000 in his first month selling beats online. I was like, you know what? This one, I'm definitely going in. And I made my first sale for $30 in May of 2019. I was so happy. I was so jubilant. I felt like a millionaire, man. I was like, yeah, look at me, you know what I'm saying? And that was basically the start of my online journey in the beat leasing game. Now guys, making your first sale is really not hard. In this video, I'm explaining to you 3 strategies that you guys can use to make your first sale. Now, before I show you guys these strategies, there's one thing which I really need to emphasize. These strategies are not going to work if your beats are not good enough. Your beats need to be hard. Now you might be asking, how do I know if my beats are good enough? Well, here are some simple tips. You need to send your beats to some friends. Send your beats to some rappers around, you know what I'm saying? Compare your beats mixes to mixes of industry producers, you know what I'm saying? See how they level their kicks, their snares, so you can know the industry standard of where your beats should be. Your beats need to be at a level where they can be sold. Trust me, your strategies will not work if your beats are not good enough. Very important. Alright guys, the first strategy is DMing artists on Instagram. Now this method of selling beats has stood for the test of time. Thousands of producers have used this. I've used this as well. I used this method of selling beats for 2 years, and at a point it was my main source of income. So it really works. Instagram is a platform where there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of rappers who are looking for beats. So instead of waiting for the artist to find you, why don't you go find them? So this is simply how this strategy works. You go to Instagram, go to your search bar, type in hashtag new music on the way. Why this hashtag? This is because before artists are about to drop new music, they always use this hashtag. This shows that they are active and they're actually dropping music on a consistent basis. So it's a good hashtag to find artists. So you're going to type in hashtag new music on the way, and you're going to find a bunch of artists. So you're going to click on the recent tab, and you're going to find a bunch of artists over there. So all you got to do is click on the artist, go through his page, check if he's a rapper, singer, or any type of artist. Check if he makes music. Very important, make sure he doesn't make beats. You don't want to be talking to a producer. You're trying to sell your beats to artists, not to someone who makes beats as well. So just make sure that they are not a producer. Go through their page, comment on some of their music, listen to their music for around 30 seconds, you know, just get a feel of what type of music they make. Leave a comment, like, and then after you've done this process, this is where you go into the DMs. You gotta slide in the DM now, you know what I'm saying? Now from here, all you gotta do is leave a compliment. So you can just be like, hey bro, what's up? I came across your page right now. I listened to a few of your tracks. You sounding fire. Keep going. That's all. Yes, you heard me right. That's what you should do. You shouldn't go there and be like, yo, buy my beats. Here's a link to my beats. No, that's spam. You're gonna scare them away. Don't do this. By sending them a compliment, they are more open to actually hearing what you have to say to them. It's the same thing as going to a mall and, I don't know, trying to get a girl's number. You can't just randomly go to the girl and just start speaking. She doesn't even know you. She doesn't know who you're gonna scare away. It's spam. It's better if you first go to her, approach her properly, you know what I'm saying, introduce yourself, give her a compliment, and then you pitch whatever the hell you want to pitch. Look, I'm not here to give you a risk game on how to get girls' numbers, but it's the same concept. First, leave a compliment. They will be more inclined to actually reply to you. Okay, from there, they're probably just going to say, thank you, I appreciate it. Now, the point of this whole thing is to gain trust with the artist before pitching your beats. So just send 1 to 3 messages of short conversation to gain trust. So after the rapper says, thank you, all you can say is, how long have you been making music? Or where are you from? You know, simple questions. You'll probably respond, I'm from this place, or I've been making music for this long. You know what I'm saying? After 2 to 3 messages, there is some sort of trust. From stranger to some sort of trust. Now you can actually pitch your beats. Now you'll be like, yo, I actually make beats. Then you'll be like, can I send some snippets through? He'll be like, yeah, send some snippets through. You send it through to his email. He'll tell you which beats he likes, and then you basically make a direct sale through PayPal or whatever form of payment. Or instead of sending him snippets, you can just send him a direct link to your beat store where you can listen to your beats. And from there, if you like some of them, he'll ask what's your prices. And then from there, you'll basically close the sale. You can basically make the sale through your beat store, or you can make it directly through PayPal. Another way of finding artists besides the hashtag method is the famous producer method. Well, that's at least what I like to call it. So you're gonna go on Instagram and you're gonna type in a famous producer, not a producer who's too big like Metro Boomin or Southside, just a producer who has a good following, but not like the biggest producer in the world. A good example would be someone like Buckroll Beats or Ann Chamberlain. So basically, you're gonna go to their page, go to their followers, and you'll find actually a bunch of rappers who are following them, and that's another way to basically find artists to message. Strategy number 2, YouTube type beats. Remember when I said that DMing artists on Instagram has stood the test of time? Well, YouTube type beats has stood the test of time. Like, it's probably been a method being used before you were born. Like, for real, it's been here. So basically the name of the game here is to choose an artist, basically 1 to 4 artists, and post type beats for them on a consistent basis to YouTube. So for example, in my case, I make more of the soulful type beats, the soul sample type beats, something that you could hear Meek Mill on, Dave East, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, G Herbo. So I'll basically make a beat within that niche and I'll basically post it to YouTube on a consistent basis. I recommend you guys to start posting at least 3 times a week. Take it from 3 times a week, build it up to 5 times a week, and then you're actually uploading every day. Remember, YouTube rewards consistency. And if you get to a point where you're uploading beats every single day, you are basically better than the average producer. You're actually putting in more work than the average producer, and you're basically increasing your chances of more rappers seeing your beats, because the YouTube algorithm does, as I said before, compliments and reward consistency. Another key factor to realize when it comes to type beats: do not go for the biggest artists such as Drake type beat or Travis Scott type beats. This is because the market for these type beats is very competitive, and for you starting from the bottom using Drake type beat, Travis Scott type beats, you're basically just shooting yourself in the foot. So I'd recommend going for a smaller artist who still has a big fan base but is not too big where you can't even compete. A good example is a Russ type beat or a Dave East type beat or a Bars type beat. These artists are not as big, but they still have huge fan bases and people are typing their type beats on YouTube. So it's definitely a great market to get into. Now guys, contrary to DMing rappers on Instagram, YouTube is a long game. You don't just post one beat and out of nowhere you make a sale. No, it's actually a long game. So it takes a few months, even a few years, for people to actually gravitate towards your beat and recognize you until you start making sales. In the short run, you don't really make money, but in the long run, it's a very sustainable way to make a living selling beats. We've seen this with the likes of Dilly Got It Bumpin', Ann Chamberlain. These guys are making $20,000 plus every single month, $30,000 plus every single month. Another example is Othello Beats, making $20,000 plus every single month. These producers have basically mastered YouTube and they are making a good sustainable living off YouTube. So long term, think long term as well. And last but not least, paid ads. Now paid ads is very simple. It's basically paying a platform to put your video in front of a large audience. So in this case, you will be paying Instagram to basically promote your video so that more rappers can see your video. So for this method to work, you need to have a video of you in studio, you know, cooking up with your equipment, making a dope beats, and then you're basically gonna boost this post. You're gonna find a niche of rappers from cities all over the world, and you're basically just gonna pay Instagram and they're gonna put it out for you. That's all. It's as simple as that. Remember, when you choose the video that you're cooking up to, make sure you choose the video that's actually performed the best before doing these ads, because that shows that people are actually interested in this video. Another key factor when making ads is to make sure that you don't put all your money into this ad. Start low. Start with $10 in my currency. That's around 140 Rand. Do it for 7 days and see how it goes. You need to start small. Don't start with your whole savings. Please do not do that. I'm not financial advising over here, but really start small and then you'll build your way up. So this is a faster way to do things, but it requires more chain. So you gotta have chain to do this. This is actually the method I used to make my first sale back in 2019. I had a video of me cooking up a beat. I paid Instagram and a rapper from Scotland, all the way from Scotland. He hit me up, and from there we chopped it up back and forth, and I made my first sale. Alright guys, and there you have it. There are your 3 strategies to sell your first beats online in 2023 as a producer. I'd encourage you guys to stay focused and actually follow these tips. Don't just do it for 1 day, then you give up. Do it for 2 days, then you give up. No, do it for a week. Do it for 2 weeks. Do it for 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. You are going to see the results. Trust me, I've done it before. Thousands of producers have done this. I am not capping, I'm not lying. I'm speaking from experience. You're going to make your first sale, or if you've made your first sale already, you're going to make more sales by just implementing these strategies. Yo guys, let me know in the comments what you think of this video. Let me know in the comments as well of other types of videos you guys would want to see in the future, because at the end of the day, these videos are for you. Please leave a like and subscribe, because I'm trying to grow the channel and I'm trying to post videos every week for you guys. Let's take it to the top. Until next time, it's your boy DNA and I'm signing out.